Hey everybody, the Oddtrotter here, still not trotting anywhere. But that doesn't matter because as promised, here's the first of our The Truth videos. As I mentioned before, my Truth odd blogs are based on pages from the great website onlyinyourstate.com, which you really should visit because it can show you a lot of amazing treasures in your area. In the US anyway. If you live anywhere else, I don't know what to tell you, because I can't find them for places, similar site for places like Britain or Canada or Australia or Morocco or wherever you may live. Anyway, this is a further refinement of one of my odd blogs talking about some of the undeniable reasons we're supposed to love Illinois, even though the only people who love Illinois don't have the misfortune to actually live in Illinois. With our insane property taxes, our increasingly unpredictable winters. Anyway, I won't go through all the ones they say, because I want you to visit the site and see them for yourself. But I am going to go through a few of the major ones for you. First, deep dish pizza, which is a sign that Illinois means Chicago to these people. Not Chicagoland, just the city of Chicago. Let me tell you right off at the beginning, people who live downstate like myself resent Illinois just being known as Chicago and cornfields, even though it is mostly true. And it doesn't mean all of Chicagoland either, because they can't agree on the proper depth of a pizza. Chicago, as you all know, likes gigantic pies that live up to the name of pie, crust thicker than the earth itself, and everything put on their pizzas in reverse with sauce at the top, and lots of toppings, and preferably lots of meat. And it's wonderful if you're a pepperoni, onion, and garlic fanatic like myself, even though they prefer sausage up there. But just go up by 94 a little ways to Waukegan and you'll find that they, still technically dominated by Chicago in Chicagoland, they like thin pizzas. They like crust so thin that you could get a paper cut from handling the wrong way. If you go to a bar or a pizzeria or a restaurant that sells Waukegan-style pizza up there, they are required by law to offer you free gauze once you've signed the waiver. And that's because you risk severe tongue cuts just from eating it. Meanwhile, we downstaters are not as picky about pizza as our roommates up north, but over in the Quad Cities about 100 miles away, they have their own style. Quad City pizza involves not only particularly spicy and flavorful sauce, but when they make their crust, they use something called spice jam. That gives it a unique nutty flavor. At least allegedly. I've never had it myself, though I might try it one of these days. There's a place not too far from me that actually makes them. Here, over near Peoria, we don't really have a pizza style of our own. So, we're just open to anybody. Chicago, Quad City, Waukegan, anything but St. Louis pizza. And sadly, people down in Metro East and in Southern Illinois have St. Louis pizza. St. Louis pizza contains Prevel, an odd substance that St. Louis folk call cheese, but is in actuality made out of the same glowing substance that can be found inside Happy Fun Ball. Fortunately, it has been diluted away from some of its more unsavory effects, but it still serves no purpose being in any sane human being's mouth, any sane human being's pizza, or any sane human being's home, except as some kind of lubricant for machinery and door hinges. But no. Forget all that, because Illinois, it has to mean deep dish pizza. That's the thing you're supposed to love about Illinois. And if you disagree or not, whether you have your own interesting styles like the Quad Cities or heinous styles like St. Louis, you are a loser. You are officially a loser from Indiana. A Hoosier loser, if you will. Which is actually unfair to all the good things Indiana brings us, besides basketball, which I can't think of offhand, but I'm sure I'll figure them out soon enough. Number 2, Italian beef. Also primarily a Chicago thing, but at least it's one that we all up and down Illinois can actually agree on. Did you know that it's an unwritten law in Illinois that if you live within 100 miles of Chicago, you are forbidden from doing 2 things? A, putting ketchup on a hot dog, and B, putting cheese on an Italian beef. Failure to follow these rules results in death by stoning. But instead of stones, you get pelted with hard, stale Boldio rolls until you're dead. Yes, it's a sacred sandwich from the split roll to the sport peppers and au jus, And it's absolutely nothing like a French dip sandwich from New York. Do not believe the propaganda from New Yorkers that says they're effectively the same thing, because New Yorkers can't make a good sandwich to save their souls. Although the red creams are worthy of the praise bestowed upon them. Number 3, our amazing rural scenery. Amazing it's not. Let me tell you something. I've lived in a rural community my entire life, and amazing rural scenery is a contradiction in terms as I see it. Flat or gently rolling land and miles of fields can only hold your attention for so long before you get bored and fall asleep at the wheel of your car. Did you know that 62% of all non-fatal car accidents in Illinois are caused by rural scenery-induced boredom? It's true. The rest are caused by missing your turn and ending up in the wrong direction on a one-way street, mostly up around Chicago. This is the primary reason Illinois has so embraced green energy. Instead of miles of nothingness, which is say miles of corn and soybeans, you've got scores of these lovely windmills that give you a sense of location in the countryside, knowledge of what direction you need to take. Especially if you're not from Illinois and aren't used to distances being measured in minutes or by what happened at any given intersection on any given country road in 2002. Number 4, corn! No! 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 No to corn! No corn! No corn! It's bad enough that we, as Midwesterners, are honor-bound to angry react corn every time we see it on Facebook. No, it's not enough that Illinois means corn to too many people. No, we have to endure the stereotype that we who live downstate are, in a disturbingly literal sense, genuine children of the corn. Now, of course, we are proud of our farming heritage. I mean, John Deere came from here, after all. And our farming heritage does include a lot of sweet corn. We actually have the sweet corn capital of the world in Mendota, Illinois. But we also know that most of our corn isn't eaten here. No, it goes to Argentina and to Brazil for cattle feed. So we do end up getting a return on our investment, but it's only in the dead of winter when nobody's paying attention to corn anyway. Plus, we don't just have corn here, like I said earlier. We have soybeans too, but you don't see people lauding Illinois for keeping the tofu industry afloat or the vegan cheese and meat industries afloat, do you? No, it's just corn. On top of that, this is the place where penicillin was discovered to be medicinal, where there was once more theaters than on Broadway itself, so to be just known for corn gets our blood boiling. Like a good July pot of sweet corn boils. Number 5! Small towns! Again, I've lived in a small town my entire life, so unlike people from Chicago, I have some trouble seeing the attraction to most small towns. And small towns, when you're talking about Illinois, means Galena. And let me tell you something now. Galena, completely overrated. Overrated. There. I've said it. I have said it. Galena is the most overrated town in the Midwest. Just look at it on Google Street View sometime. What do you see? You see block after block of little tiny shops for overpriced antiques, overpriced gourmet food, overpriced souvenirs. And that's all people go there for. They go over there and they say, ooh, look at the nice pretty buildings, and then they spend exorbitant amounts of money on things they could get cheaper at home without having to spend hundreds of dollars just getting there. Which isn't to say it doesn't have some things worth seeing. I mean, the original winter dress from Gone with the Wind that Scarlett wore is actually in Galena. It's at one of the old historic houses that's open, but you won't be seeing it on here because they don't allow pictures or videos. But you know, I don't need to go to Galena to spend $22 on a jar of apple butter that I can get at the store for $3. If I want it that expensive, we have orchards around here. Some nice ones, too, that'll hopefully be open this year once this plague abates. And to be fair, there are some small towns that really are worth visiting, like Casey. A link of our trip down there is in the description. But the things people love about small towns, the quaintness, the charm of everything closing at 8 or 9 o'clock because we're all little insular hobbits that have to get back to our hobbit holes for bed. Those are things I don't enjoy. I'm not in love with that sort of thing. You know, small towns, in short, they're irritating most of the time, but you'll find some cool ones now and again, as we do. And hopefully we will again as soon as we can travel. We're hoping that'll be sometime this spring. In the meantime, that's my take on why some of the undeniable reasons for loving Illinois can in fact be denied, and why others can be confirmed. I'll be back in 2 weeks with my next video, also involving my home state of Illinois, and then we'll go to some other places maybe. First around the country and then around the world. I don't know what I'll do for around the world, but I have a few ideas. If you want to see more videos or the original Oddblog, the link to our website is in the description. You'll see the Oddblog back up and running next Sunday, and the Oddblogs and the Oddvlogs, if you will alternate as long as we're not traveling. If you like this video or you have your own suggestions for the truth about somewhere, let us know in the comments and we'll look into it. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I've got to be trotting along.